comfortable. How to Fail at College by How to Fail at College by Stephen A. Jeffrey. College is a great way to make a living, and it's not. It's a great way to lose your shirt, because you'll spend a fortune to pass college, and then nobody will give you a job. And that's the way to fail college, to really believe that. Because it's just not true. You can get a job, but only if you pass. And I mean pass. I don't mean get A's, because you can get A's and still get a job, but that's if you do a science degree. But not in some countries, only in Australia. And that's the truth. So don't do science, unless you like the idea of travel, because if you do, science is right for you. And of course, that's not true. You may be bad at math. And even if you're good at science, you may never pass. And that was the advice that was given to me by my guidance counselor, and I didn't take it. And that was the way to fail college, because it was good advice. But it could have been bad advice, because I was very good at biology. And if I had a course that was right for me, I could have passed. A course that didn't involve higher mathematics. And I know of one such course, but they still teach mathematics, but just not on such a high level. So the course is environmental studies. So maybe I could have passed that, but that was my first preference. You have to list your preferences, and mine was biology first. And that was the way to fail at college. But it's not true. Mine was environmental studies first, and that was the way to pass. And perhaps not. Perhaps art would have been better, and I'm sure it would have, and I'm not. Because arts is very boring, and at least to me, it's not boring to other people. And I wouldn't be so sure about that. Arts could be very boring, because the subjects are not interesting, and of course, that's not true. But it's true for me. So don't burn the book, if you're an art student. Because I went on to study arts, and I found it interesting. At least, I did find some studies interesting, and that doesn't include journalism, because I didn't like the way it was taught. I've seen a teacher do better at a Taft college, so maybe I'm wrong, because my teachers will say so, but I don't think TAF is half bad. But if you've already done journalism, then the way to fail TAF is to do journalism again, and it is because I did just that. But perhaps journalism school would be better, or one that prepares you for television, and I don't doubt that that's not the case. A school is a school, but a college is a college. You can't expect to get a degree without going to college. You may get some kind of diploma, and it's not worth the paper it's written on. And it is. It is better than nothing. I would be happy to have one. But I didn't try to get a diploma. I tried to get a degree. So that's what this book is about. Why I didn't get a degree. And that isn't a better title, but it isn't bad, because most people would think the opposite. That's why I Did Get a Degree would be a good book. But not as good as this one, because college is a strange place, and it takes a strange book to tell you how to succeed. So this book will be funny. It will. It won't be rude. It will be, and it won't be. I know college students write very badly, but only when they're writing for their own publications. And this one will be no better. So what do you think? Do you think it will be better? Just leaf through it, and you'll find out that it only has 2 pages, because that's all I wrote at first. Just enough to see if there was enough material for a book. And there is, but not mine. Mine can never be written. And of course it can. I just have to write it. So believe me, this book will never be written, because I have written textbooks in the past. At least that's what they seem like. They were on high school economics and Einstein's theory of relativity, not books a failure would write. And that's not true, because a failure did write them. But I don't consider myself to be a failure, because a lecturer told me the truth. And he was more than a lecturer. He was head of a program. And he told me this, that the glass is half empty and not half full. And that's just not so. He told me the glass is half full and not half empty, and I believed him. It gave me faith in myself, faith enough to attempt 2 books. And that's the truth. 2 separate books written at the same time. I never thought I could do that, but I surprised myself, and I did, because I was able to write both books. And you shouldn't be able to write books unless you have a degree. And that's just not true, but I believed that lie. I wasn't prepared to start my book until I had left college, so I was able to achieve something, but not much. And that's the truth. I wasn't able to achieve much until I realized I was a better person for having been to college. And then I got a job. A very good job. One that pays a lot of money. And if that was the case, this would be a different book. It would make failure look appealing, but it's not appealing. And it is. Because you bought this book. Because you were afraid of failing. You were afraid of not passing your course. So you believed me. That you can do something to save yourself from failure. And that's what this book is all about. It could be called How to Succeed at College. But it's not, because I want to show you how to do the opposite. To do everything wrong. To do so many things wrong that you can't help but fail. And knowing what's wrong won't teach you what's right. And that's true, but I won't tell you what's right. I'll leave you to work that out for yourself.